Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday to all. Let's see if I can get this shit rolling here tonight. There's me and Ricky. What a nice Monday evening this is. You're going to sleep good tonight, folks.
Hello, Ryan.
You run the show tonight, Ricky, because you're fucking on fire, my friend. We should ask that question to the audience. Catching pigeon men in your backyard. That's a good question for tonight's show, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those motherfuckers, eh? Ain't that a good one? Anyways, Ricky, I'm having a good night tonight. I hope you are. So, what do you want to talk about? The wonderful world of pigeon racing. Talk. Talk, Ricky, talk. Come up with something good to say, something interesting.
I would have to ask, what about vaccinations on birds?
You can't vaccinate them with the right shit in Canada because they don't have the right shit. And
I don't vaccinate.
if you have, well, I know.
I'm just saying, my birds, if they have a problem, they die.
It's just a nonsense thing to say. It's just nonsense. I hate to say it, but it's nonsense. Proper stuff, and it's just a nonsense comment. So you don't have to vaccinate them. You don't have to vaccinate. No, you don't have to. But the more birds that come in, they're all full of the vaccine anyway. So it just goes through all the birds anyway. Then your birds get sick, and then your birds die. And if your birds can't handle it, they die anyways, and that's the end of it. But whatever you want to do, I don't think you have to. You can play the tough game, but why do kids get the polio shots or whatever the hell else that shit is? Why do they give it to them? Why did they? I don't know.
So, what do people out there think?
What do they think? Who knows? Let's see what people have to say about that. What is your comments on getting birds vaccinated? I mean, to vaccinate them with chicken vaccine is ridiculous. But the Canadian government, hey, they don't allow anything into the country, so we're just vaccinating them with the wrong shit. I think the Americans can get the better stuff, better country. So that's my thought on that. I believe we can legally acquire pox and PMV vaccines in Canada. Yeah. I don't know if it's for really pigeons, Mike. Who made it? A chicken doctor, a chicken vet? I don't know if it's real. You try and bring the stuff in made in Europe, and they handcuff you at the border. So I've showed the government everything I could try and get, and they just cancel it. So what's actually made for pigeons, I don't think you can get, but maybe you can. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a joke. So, I mean, all my young birds, I didn't vaccinate. They all came out good, but I had some problems with that, respiratory problem.
I think that was herpes. I think that was a lot of herpes there. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Got hit. I got hit about wipe me out, so now I vaccinate. Yeah, if you don't vaccinate, you're going down the tough road. But again, whatever people want to do.
Yeah. I don't know.
I hawk tried to trap in my little loft today. Oh, that's good. The best hawk trap is a pigeon loft. That's what I always say. Howdy, y'all. Happy birthday to Tracy. I vaccinated my birds for PNV with the chicken vaccine. I believe it was found to be 85% effective. Well, yeah, 85 isn't. We're not at 100%. I don't know. I think the chicken vaccine and people they want to buy the chicken vaccine because you can get a 1,000 dose bottle for $300, where a pigeon vaccine you pay $150 or $100 or $120 or $180 or $200. It'll do 50 birds. And like we say, people are sometimes cheap in all the wrong ways or in all the wrong spots. So they buy the chicken one, and it does apparently 85%.
Oh yeah, I heard of one fellow locally for the pigeon vaccine. He paid $485 for a bottle.
Pretty good.
From a vet. So basically, it's almost like you got scalped or what? I don't know.
Meanwhile, the bottles you can get them in Europe for I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 80 to 100 euros a bottle, maybe between 100 and $150 a bottle. I don't know, but the government in Canada they don't allow that in. But meanwhile, they want you to have healthy birds. I don't get that. It's just backwards.
Yeah, it's kind of backwards. I know what you're saying.
It is backwards.
You know.
Well, 90%. The European pigeon specific PMB vaccinates are about 90%. Perfect. 90% is better than 85%. Just 5% difference. Again, like I said, if you want to do them with chicken vaccine or milk, you can do it. Whatever you want to use. Or you can be lazy and you don't have to do it. You'll see what result you get. You rider, 1 year it'll be good, 1 year you get wiped out. I don't know. I mean, I talked to some guys who vaccinate 7 times. Every 3 weeks, they give them a different vaccine. I don't know. It's a fun show tonight. I'm telling you, I am feeling good already. I can feel the energy in the fucking room. Ding dong moves by people. That's what I call it. I like to know what people think about going into someone's backyard snooping. I want to know what people think about that.
Hey, it's not a good move. 100%. Call in their pants to do it. So,
well,
you know what?
I'm telling you right now, I'm not in the fucking mood tonight. I can't believe it.
That's the way the life is.
You know what I would have
the
done?
world is.
You know what I would have done?
What?
I would have made sure they didn't leave the yard. Yeah, they wouldn't have been leaving that yard. No, not those two motherfuckers. No. But we're having fun still, aren't we?
It's like, you know what? You get a raccoon comes in.
You do. You know what you do when you get a raccoon that comes in?
Well,
What do
if
you
you can
do?
catch them, good. Kill them, catch them, good. Kill them, good.
You kill.
Can't kill people. You got to say, oh, you don't have birds in your hands. No, you can't kill them. So I'm just saying, kick your ass at the door, and that's it.
In the human world, you know what you do?
What?
You fix their hands so they don't handle a pigeon again. That's what you do. And I guess when I get home, I'm going to go visit. We're all going to go visit, with the camera. We're going to go into their backyard. We're going to do some shopping.
Right. So ask the audience what they would do.
What would they do? What would they do?
I'm just saying, you're
I don't know.
better off.
I don't know what
Hey,
you would do.
listen. You're better off to get a slap on the wrist
No,
and
no.
find out, and that's it.
Is that
Out
what
you
you're better to
go.
do?
That's it.
Is that what you're better to do?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Oops. Oops. You ever hear the oops? Oops. Anyways. Oh, gang. Oh yeah. People steal all the time. It's an interesting evening. I like to start shows this way.
But when you got the cameras and they show you alert, alert, whatever her name is there, boom, you go out. That's it. Check it. Oh, what are you doing here? Done. That's it. Get a slap on the wrist. Get out.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
I will tell you, if you do that, right? If you
Right?
do that, you will get robbed.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think? You want to bet
No,
me?
no. One time,
I'd
people watch. People watch. Come on. Don't be like that. You know we got the cameras on. That's it.
okay.
Two guys caught out the door. Out the door. That's it.
All right.
Don't come back. You're done. Gone.
Okay. Well, I'm actually stuck here, right? I'm stuck here now. So now I leave it on you, right? I leave it on you now. That's what I'm saying. This is not a me. I'm fucking stuck. But you're not. Let's gamble. You want to bet again? Anyway,
You know what? Word gets out.
you
And
don't
that's
want
it.
you don't want to make that bet, buddy.
Forget. We got cameras here. Don't. That's what they're for, right?
Okay.
What are you doing here? That's it. Boom. What are you doing?
Can I
Rent.
can I
11:30 at night. You're out.
can I move on? Because I'm just annoyed with this shit tonight.
Okay, let's get going.
Even was rainbows and butterflies. Yeah, well, of course it is. They got to get your money up front. Got to get the money in, my friend. You got to get the money in. They don't train the birds. You got to get the money in. I don't know why this is all new to people. I don't know. This isn't new. Just look at the track records, man. My race was shit. Complete shit. I blew 250 birds away from a quarter mile. But we have to push the birds to get the damn things to move. Lie. And once they get 100 miles and they pay the activation, then take them out and dump them. Get rid of them. Then everyone's got the money in, the pot's good, the one Loft race looks good, and it's all sunshine and rainbows, as ABC Loft talks about, right? Then it looks good. But you want to know what? It only gets worse. It only gets worse. It don't get better. Because racists don't want to be honest, because people, at the end of the day, they hate the absolute truth. Who likes the truth? Yeah, you're right, Well, we know who's in the backyard. We know. I don't know even if I like to say the person's name. I don't know. I would have let them come right in. I would have let them get right on in there. Get their feet in the fucking cookie jar. And then you wonder why good people go to jail, right? Because their mind, you know what their mind does at the end, eh? They go fucking nuts. But we're having fun. You know how the best way to the best way to learn is the hard way. That's the way to learn. Is the hard way. You don't learn fuck all in life until you learn it the hard way, man. And I hope we get it the hard way. Then we learn. But until that time, you know what? We're floating around, sunshines and rainbows. But we're having fun. Like I said, my friend, I am here and you are there. Anyways, we're talking. Who was I talking to? I was talking to. We're talking about breeding when birds still have body molts. Don't do that. No, Mike. They were two pigeon guys, Mississauga guys. I think they were Mississauga club guys. They weren't in for chickens. If we only had fantails, maybe. Well, Ricky, yeah, this is a good show tonight. I'm having fun.
You know what? It's an incident, and we're learning from that. Thank God we have the cameras, and that's it. All I can say is, we get a warning.
I don't
And
understand.
that's bottom line.
What, did you give them gas?
It's like having two.
You should have given them gas money and a ride home. That's what I would do. Give them gas money, ride home. Maybe have some baskets for them. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, there's all ideas you can do.
It's like it could be worse if you had guard dogs, Doberman Pinschers, or German Shepherds, and would rip their pants right off and do whatever. So you got a slap on the wrist. You know what? Get out of Dodge. Oh, jumping. We won't do that again. That'll be it. That's it.
What did they say when they were there? What did they say? What did they say?
Yeah. I'm not going to be the law right now. Oh. I'm not going to say what they said, but they were caught and told, "What are you doing at this time here in the backyard?" Oh, I'm sorry, but you got caught with your pants down. Get the hell out, or
really
there's going to be a lot of trouble. You got a slap on the wrist. That's it. Gone.
Oh well.
But you got to watch what you do.
Well, you're damn right. You got to watch what you do. I always say don't do anything at all. Anyways, you can have a good day and then you have a bad day, and it only takes that much time. That's what's so beautiful about this world that we're in.
What's her name? Alexa? She's care. Number one.
I don't, really give a shit about Alexa.
Oh, you can hear now.
I need a German Shepherd. Oh.
No, it's not a German Shepherd, because you rip their pants off, you get sued for that.
I would have liked to just kept them there. Unbelievable. They should be banned. Oh, they're CU members. They're CU members. We didn't even. Did you use your camera phone to video them and say, "Hey, how are you? Can I help you? You want? Are you coming to? What are you coming to do? Coming to borrow? Coming to buy? Coming to steal? What are you coming for?" Meanwhile,
CU members, excuse me, but CU doesn't protect anyone.
I don't know.
Done. If you're listening right now, come on tomorrow. What do you protect?
Who cares?
Nothing. I'm just saying, a CU member. What is the CU? It's a Canadian Racing Pigeon Union. We pay into, and who gets protection? Who? No one. No one. It's a what do you call that?
Well, Jesus. Jesus.
A horse show or something. It's like
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We had him in the yard, and we didn't get the fucking cops even there.
What do you want to do? Right there, cop. Hey, we had nothing.
Get him fucking reported, though.
Okay, so this isn't a jury here. So move on.
Oh, sure. Now I gotta sit here until I get back, right? And worry, right? So you know what you can do? You know what you can do now? Put on a coat and a sweater, get a sleeping bag, right? You can sleep out there. Now watch out, because you see, you wait, you see. But hey, I'm here and you're there, and we're having a good show tonight. And that's okay. We need this in our lives because this adds to the fun. When I get picked up from the airport, right? We'll go to their place, right from the airport. Don't live too far from the airport. We'll go right to their place. I think that's good. We just ask them. I want to ask them. What can I help you with? What would you like? Come on, let's come back. Bring your baskets. Good auctions going on at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auction right now. Fantastic pigeons. Don't miss them. Get involved. Check one out. Yeah, put a pistol and shoot them. We wouldn't want to do that. Apparently, his son's a lawyer. But what is it, an electrician? Or was he a plumber? Good night tonight. I'm enjoying the show. Reminder to like, share, and subscribe because our channel is always full of fun. It's a quiet night. Don't have much to say, Ricky.
What do you want to talk about?
Chickens. Let's talk about the chickens. Oh, I don't. Locks and keys, folks. Locks and keys don't do nothing. Listen, how many banks did people rob? That's just, I've been already here to 3 lost people got robbed.
You did?
No, there'll be no open houses for the fall, Mike.
I think that,
I don't need anybody.
You hear about Xavier? He got robbed. Dean Palick got robbed.
What's the point of doing? What's the point of doing open houses, though? What's the point? What's the point? I got people come. You ever think of that? It's like taking me into a 3-star Michelin restaurant, right? I'm going to judge a chef that is a professional. That's a real high-end chef. What can I say to him?
Meanwhile, where did you come from? You're a hamburger flipper and some.
I was with Serge today, and Serge said I had a pair, and they bred pigeons with vent bones that were open. He said the pair was beautiful. They bred super winners, but the vent bones were open. And he had a guy come over to buy pigeons, and he had 12 of these birds out there. They were all from this pair. Okay, that's what he wanted. And everyone had wide open vents. I don't like them, right? And Serge said, hey, there's no problem. You don't have to take them. I understand. And Serge said to the guy, well, how many first prizes do you have this year? And the gentleman said, I had one fourth prize, fourth. And Serge said, I had 54 first prizes this year. And he said, you don't have to take these pigeons. I just wanted to know what your expertise was and how good you are doing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But then he realized, just like what I had said, right? I'm having somebody grate my pigeons. That what do they know?
100% right. Who are you? Who are they?
But it's fun.
Yeah,
Ryan.
we got. Excuse me. 1 minute, please. Are you listening?
Yes.
Yeah, I posted some birds out here in the showroom for sole calls in this area.
I don't want to talk about that. I'm not talking about that.
No. But these
I
are
don't need.
birds,
I don't
and
need you to.
the guy said, "No, I don't even want to handle them birds, this and that."
I don't.
Meanwhile,
I don't. Yeah. I don't need to talk about those people because they
oh,
already won
no,
enough money with our
I'm
birds.
just saying it's the same
That's what
thing
I
as
just
what
said.
you're talking
That's what
about.
I just said. That's why. And
Yeah.
and Mike, like I said, Mike, it's a great question, Mike. I run open houses for 5 years. I think I seen you one time down, and I don't think the quality is to your satisfaction. Not knocking it, but I know not maybe to Mike's satisfaction. It's hard to find damn good quality. Mark Carnwell, what auctions are going on? We got auctions going every week on our page, on our site. It's fairly easy. Right now, we got Combe Potton and Lanin, sprint flyers from Holland. They got records better than anybody that I know in my area. That's just the truth. And then there's Sonia Vandermelen. She got a better record than anybody I know in my area. Hands down, bar none, they better than anybody that I know that's flying in my area. Maybe not in yours areas, but in my area. Only in Red State. Gert Kohlenbag got all his birds stolen last month, yeah. If you guys only knew, man, it wouldn't look good on the big guys from the other auction house, would it? No. Yeah. Oh well. I don't. The main thing was we didn't get robbed yet. And you know what? I gotta say, but you almost get to the point where you become like some of the guys you know that don't let nobody in. You know, nobody comes in anymore. Emil Denny says, I don't want nobody to come in. You know, Dean Pallett, I don't want nobody to come in. Chris Quebecer, I don't want nobody to come in. Because it's the people that ruin it for the people.
Yeah, nobody comes in. That's it. Same as the fellow from Derek Walsh. Nobody comes in.
Billy says, is loft flying just as good as tossing down the road? Well, yeah. I think loft flying, if they're out once a day for a good loft fly and they're loft flying good, I think there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
I think if you're loft flying, you should loft fly twice a day.
I think just
Get
once
them
a
out
day,
in the morning.
just once a day is fine. I don't think you got to do twice a day. I don't think you need to. I think for people, especially, once a day is more than enough. Twice a day, whatever. You know what? You got to be on a real damn schedule for
And
twice
then
a day.
what would you? I'm going to ask you the question. What would you recommend on anything a feeding program, Ryan?
Feed them so they fly, right? Make sure they got enough, but they're not overweight. Once you overweight them, they don't fly. I think just a light mix for loft flying. They don't need super heavy.
It's 100%. Make them respect the feed. So they drop. If you drop in the morning, they got to respect that feed. Come in for that feed. And that's it. No matter what, if you let them out and they play around on the roof, feed is cut out. Done.
That is correct.
Right. And if you overfeed, they don't loft fly properly. You get birds that are overfed, they won't loft fly. You see them, they just like bumps on a log. Cut them back. Don't feed them for 3 days. Watch how fast they start loft flying. Watch how fast they trap.
Yeah.
Watch how fast. That's it. Don't feed them for 2 days, 3 days. Oh, no feed for 2 or 3 days. You watch. those darn plugs fly.
Oh, do you need any documentations when crossing to the Niagara Falls? Anytime you cross borders, you need proper documentations. I found flying twice a day worked better than once a day for my widowhood cocks. Yeah, if you're flying widowhood cocks, yeah, maybe that works. Again, you have to, I think flying once a day, twice a day, I think it works on what your schedule is going to be, right?
Excuse me, Ryan, I'm going to contradict you there. I said twice a day. If you do it twice a day, it's way better. If you have them on a proper diet, 100% better than once a day. For a guy that's working, maybe working once a day, fine. But if you're here twice a day and you can do it with a proper feeding method, you're way ahead of the guy that does it once a day.
No, nobody stole anything. Not yet. They'll come back. Motherfuckers always come back, eh? You know what they say? Rats come back, don't they? You can't kill them. They come back, those rats. At least one thing. At least in my life, I didn't have to fucking steal anything. Did he have his stupid blue mittens on? I had to pull a fucking mitt right over his head, you know? Ask him if he can breathe with the mitt over his head, the stupid rubber mittens. Twice a day.
I'm just saying you're better off to get smacked on the wrist and learn and leave. That's it. Then you learn, oh my God, that's it. Done. You're way better off to go through a big procession, all this garbage, get out. You got nailed, you're out.
Can I ask you a question? If you went into somebody's backyard, or I did, with that idea, what would they have done to us? What would they do?
Everyone's different, right? I'm just saying, we're all different.
Do you think the next time an occurrence like that happens, right? I want you to go into the fridge, take a glass out, put some ice in it. I want you to make a drink. And then you know what I want you to do? Have a nice big sip. And then I want you to call me. I don't give a fuck if I'm sleeping, if I'm baking cookies. I don't care. Just give me a call.
Hey.
What's the proper diet for pigeons? You handle that one, Ricky. You're good at the diet. You're better than me.
What? At this time of the year, I would say half barley, throw in about 10% corn. I throw in another 10% of peas or beans.
And if you want to just make it simple, just feed them a diet mix. I think that's all you got to do. Just a light mix.
I don't have, excuse me, I don't have to go to Johnny Black feed store to pay an extra $20 a bag for diet mix. That's bullshit.
Okay.
I can feed my birds.
What I'm saying is,
excuse me.
Okay.
Hold it. I can feed my birds on what I see they need. So, you know, I go out there this afternoon. They look a bit hungry. I just throw them straight barley in the hold on. And they're sparkling. If you want to take pictures, they're sparkling.
I understand.
Like barn plugs.
I'm just saying to the common pigeon people that we have watching the show. Go get a diet. Go get a fucking diet mix of feed. Go get a diet mix of feed. Take a look at what's in it.
Excuse me. What's a diet mix consist of?
Go look at them. I'm not breaking down the seeds.
No, let's hear what a diet mix is.
A light mix. A mix where it's light grains. Barley, a little bit of safflower. It's light. A little bit of Capricorn. Okay? You want to add a little bit of corn to it? Great. A little bit of peas, great. Light mix. Go look at all the feed companies. They got a diet mix. Or you go
excuse me. I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't buy diet mix. I do my own little thing. Okay,
I'm just
that's
saying
it. So I hate to say it. Your mother.
Mm-hmm.
I give her one slice of bread and an onion. She makes a nice meal. Very nice. I do the same with my birds. My birds know. I know exactly. Okay, I've been around pigeons for 50-something years. So, and come and check my birds out. You're going to see. Holy jumping. These things here, I don't buy no. This is Johnny's diet mix. Okay, fine. That's Johnny, what he says. Okay.
I'm just saying, for the regular people that watch the show, if your birds are done to molt, they're done molting, it's winter time, give them just a light diet mix. Judging on the temperature, you may have to, if it's real cold, up it a bit. But I wouldn't feed 80% barley. I'd feed a light mix. Cut your feed down. I don't know. I think feeding pigeons in the wintertime when they're not doing nothing, they're going to want to eat, 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 eat. They always look hungry.
I never said, I didn't say 80% barley. Okay. Right. So, again, for the beginner, he has to know by, I don't know. I don't buy that diet mix stuff. I just feed, I go and buy the corn, the barley, turkey grower pellets. I buy the beans, and I put that in there, and I just, yeah, I know. I just know.
Oh my God. Okay, but what I'm answering for is the guys that just want the fucking easy shit from the store, right? They don't want to. They don't
Yeah.
want to. Hey, listen. They don't want to. They don't want to save. They don't care. They just want a good mix. That's it. That's all they want. They don't want Ricky Sevens go and buy a bag of this, bag of that, bag of this, la 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 around. They don't want that. So guess what? Go out and buy a light mix, Jerry Plus. Go buy a diet mix, right? Go buy a diet mix and a race mix, put it together, feed them. When they leave one thing of barley, take the feed away. That's it. It's not reinventing a wheel. The pigeons,
Yeah,
99%,
I,
everyone feeds them
I,
too much.
in my feed, I do exactly the same. Soon I see barley mixed, left, barley, done. No
Listen,
more feed.
if you fed them slow enough, let them eat. When everything is clear, throw another handful down, let them eat. But the first pigeon that goes for a drink, that's it. Then you can feed them that mix. But you have to feed them slow. If you pour it out to them, they're going to eat like pigs and they won't go for a drink. But you got to feed them slow. And what do I mean by slow? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, take your time, feed them slowly. But when you see one bird go for the water, that's telling you it's over. I'm a beginner, yes. I know you're a beginner. And sorry, tonight's just not my night for the show. I don't really feel like even doing this shit tonight. Not that this is shit. I'm just not in the mood for this. I always like stuff like this sprung on me right before I got to sing and dance. Then we take the oops a daisy, I'm a little teapot short and stout version. I think pulling the flights is great, but I think you need 10 months. Short time ain't gonna work. Well, short time maybe pulling one flight, but not pulling more than two. No way. you try this out. Make yourself a plate of food, okay? Take a forkful and put it in your mouth and eat it. And then talk for a minute to the person across from you. Don't take another bite. Talk, okay? Then take another forkful. And then talk. And then take another forkful and talk. And then as soon as you pick up the water and you have a drink, take your food away. You're done. And by eating and talking without in between, letting your food go down, your system slow down. You're not racing to eat. I can eat a whole pizza, but I'm the same guy that can eat the whole pizza. If I have one slice of pizza, but I do it through talking, all of a sudden I feel full, but I'm really not. But I let my what was it, the mind and the stomach work together, and I'm full. I don't need a whole fucking pizza, but because if I've nobody around, I just wolf it down. Yeah, but the pull. I will say, Gang One, I seen them do this pulling flights there in New Jersey. It seemed to work great there. I don't know. I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't even get. That was a nightmare. I think just either you either darken or don't do nothing.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan. I tried it with my own birds, the R&Rs, and got the flights. What happened? We pull them. That just cut them back to they didn't even want to fly, right? So you could see the suffering there in the mentality of the bird.
Yeah, I think if I had to do it again, I'd cut the 3 flights, not too high up, and then the first flight I would pull, I would cut it low, give it 2 weeks, pull it. When I pull it, I'd cut the next flight, wait till this one comes up, and then pull it, and then I'd cut the last one. That would be the only way I would do it. The only way. And
Yeah.
then, or 2 flights, whatever. 2 flights, 1 flight, whatever flights. But I don't know.
But I noticed with the pioneers, soon they stopped racing. The body fell right apart, so it had to work with them.
I think it worked, but I just didn't like it. It seemed to be all cockadoodled up.
Yeah.
They pull the flights in Jersey because the darkening system is banned. Yes, I understand that the darkening system is banned there. Yes, I know they pulled the flights because of that. Yes. What is the darkening banned in some places? I don't know why, because I don't know why they banned it. They just banned it because they thought they couldn't figure out how people were getting the good results. But it is very funny, and I should have been smarter. But again, how do you learn? You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. And every loft I visited in Europe here, not one of them would even attempt to do that. Any type of flight playing with, they're not interested. Gang One says, leave them natural in one loft. Race, I think, may stop the sickness. You know what, Gang One? I agree. I agree with leaving them just with the natural lighting. You're going to cut down on any stress. I was actually talking to that with Serge about that. Uh, I think the darkening is great for the one loft, but you actually wipe out a lot of birds because they can't handle the stress. That's the first thing. But I just think natural is the way to go. Have them in, get them out within 2 weeks of having them, and let them start learning right from the beginning. You know, I think we all, or sometimes the thing is running this. You want to have them with nice feathers so they look good, not like rats, right? But it didn't fly good. They didn't do anything right, and I'll take the blame on that. They feel it stops drugs. if you use drugs on the pigeons, human drugs. If you give a human drugs, steroids, and the guy sits on the couch and watches TV, nothing happens. If you give steroids to pigeons and you don't have them smart in the brain, it don't do nothing. Right? You got to have, if you're drugging pigeons, you got to have smart pigeons and drug them. And the same thing is in North America. Who's testing for drugs? Maybe in Florida they do. I don't know. It's such a nonsensical thing that all these races that there's money in local clubs and combines, that should be the number one thing that we pay for. We pay for a drug test on the pigeons because it's easy to just fill them up with cortisone, fill them up, fly right through the back of a wall. Now, as Gang One says, drugs are for mugs, meaning drugs are for losers, and I get that. But remember, some people are so. That's why people steal, right? They'll do anything to take what they can't have. They take it, and it's the same in, I hate to say it, in one-off races. They'll do anything to win. They'll buy races if it has to be done. You
Hey,
know,
the old saying. The old saying is, water is water, and fire is fire. But when it comes to money, everyone's a liar. And that's basically, if you go back to what you're saying, it's 100%.
right? And
That's
Mike
it.
Vanderyak says the darkening was banned before the drug testing, obviously, because the darkening gave the pigeons. Listen, the darkening system gives the pigeons a natural drug. They put them in perfect feather. Okay, and then if you take perfect feather and you have a guy that knows what he's doing, and then the guy who knows what he's doing, he has good pigeons as well. He's flying against the regular people with a loaded gun. Now you give that same guy darkened pigeons, good breed of pigeons, good system, and you give them cortisones, and guess what? Nobody touch them. I've asked people about cortisones and pigeons. They say if you're flying, let's say 20th in your federation, you'll move up to first. You move up 10 to 15 spots, maybe more. People about the druggings of the pigeons. And drugs are used to control the molt. Sure, once you start popping them with the drugs, they don't molt. They become animals.
Well,
And
once
people were talking about eye drops and eye drops and eye drops. Yeah, the eye drops back in the day, the eye drops had the cortisones in them, but at the same token, it was allowed. Nobody knew what was going on. Now in Belgium, they test. You can't use it. You get tested. If they don't test, is it illegal? I don't know. I talked.
if they don't
Go ahead.
if they don't test, it's not illegal.
Like I was talking to who was I? I think I was talking to Guy about the hemp oil, and he
Yeah.
says, I wonder when you're feeding, if you're using 20-30% of that 7 days a week in that feed. He says, I wonder if we tested your bird, if it would test. Now I heard somebody was feeding their racehorse the hemp mash, where they extract the oil. It's a muck that's
Right.
left. They were feeding it to their horses, and the horses at
Right.
the casino, the horse tested positive. It had a trace of whatever it was in the test. I don't know. Just gives them a line and see what happens. Drugs can be used to control the molt. Yeah. We were where there's money. these cheaters banned for life if it caught simple. Oh yeah, you should have seen. I seen on. Hey Ricky, I seen on Facebook. You know those fishing tournaments?
Yeah.
When you catch the fish and they measure how much weight you caught.
Yeah.
You know, they play for $100,000 weekend, a bass fishing weekend. They
Yeah.
caught guys putting lead weights in the fish. Lead weights into the fish.
Yeah, but the fish is swimming in the stream or in the lake.
When they catch the fish, they
Yeah.
put it in their boats. They have to go back and weigh all the fish that they caught.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
they fill the fish with lead weights.
wow. So it's that get
Yeah.
an extra, yeah, an extra 5 grams or an extra.
No, they put like in one fish. They put in one fish 3 pounds.
Really?
They fill the
Holy
fish up.
jumping.
When you're playing for $100,000, it's not a bad way if you don't get caught, is it?
So how do they get that in the fish? They get the fish, push it in.
Yeah, push it in, push it in. As they throw flights. I'm getting sick of this. Flights that finish soon by young birds. Cast 3 flights. They struggle. They struggle to win. They struggle to win. Best saved. Yes, I agree. Kids don't do drugs. That fishing tournament cheater was crazy. Yeah. See, Tracy knows about it. Oh, hey guys, I'm going to just take a moment here and I wanted to post this up. This will make me feel better. Here we go. Watch this. Happy birthday to Tracy. Guys, make sure if you're on Facebook, send her a little message and wish her happy birthday. It's supposed to be a song, but I don't know. The song's not playing. But I'm sorry about that, Tracy. My apologies. That was a walleye tournament. Just recently, one of the guys got caught poaching deer. Oh, yeah. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Like
Tracy.
I think like you said, Ryan, um, they don't stop.
Oh, and we'll find that out the fun, hard way. That's okay.
Doing Ryan, listen.
Don't do your imitating now. It just sounds stupid. Don't do that. Let's keep talking pigeons. But as they say, the crooks come out and they did it again. There are guys that went 120 miles for training and won a lot of races. What do you think? There are guys that went 120 miles for training and won a lot of races. What do you think? Sure, train them
What
120
what I
miles.
think is how'd they get up to 120 miles?
Yeah, you know, I think long
How'd they
training.
get there?
Yeah, long training is great, but remember, what races are you trying to win? And what races are you trying to win? And if you're trying to win, 300-mile races, you're not going to be over going to 120 miles. But what is this? Clover says, how many young birds would you recommend to raise for your first year? You're racing in Nebraska. Well, it depends on when your season starts for racing, but I would say, hey, put them together the first week of February and breed them. Take babies right till May, first week of May. Anything that hatches the first week of May for your first year, play with them. I wouldn't say breed 24 and that's what you start with because you have one bad day. And we all have those bad days. You lose them, you lose this, you lose that. You're learning.
I got my opinion.
I don't know how many birds you. I mean, again, when you're new, I don't know what the number is because I'm not.
Okay,
You
okay.
do your.
When
You
you
say what you're
when
gonna say, Ricky.
I would say maximum 40 birds.
40.
That would be it. And
Okay.
when you're new, you're going to lose and you're going to learn.
Right.
Uh,
My question is, if you have 10 pair of pigeons, right? 3 rounds, right? And if you
no,
put them,
two good rounds will give you just around 40 youngsters.
so take three
That's
rounds
all. That's
and
yeah.
take
That's
three
when you're yeah.
rounds, right? I think between 2 and 3 rounds is good. You know,
Yeah.
you're a news flyer,
So 10 pair would be 20. Yeah, 60 youngsters. You got more than enough.
right? If you have 5 pair, you still take 3 rounds. If you have
Yeah.
7 pair, you take 3 rounds.
Yeah. But the way I look at it too is just because you have so many rounds, don't think you're invincible. You've got to think. Uh, you've got to be proactive. You've and as a beginner, you can't. You're not that way. So if
I
you
think
raise 100 young ones, you're going to lose a lot because you're dumb.
Well, I just, yeah, you're just learning. I don't know. Just whatever.
I'd have to say one thing. I knew a man who raised youngsters, and a couple weeks before the first race, he was down to 28 youngsters. Okay.
God, you're
And I said to him, "You got hold on. Are you listening?"
I just think this is beyond what we're talking about here.
No,
This,
but what I'm saying is, he the first couple weeks before the race, he had 28 youngsters. I said, "Oh," he said, "I got to eliminate 4." I said, "Why? Are they ugly? Are they this stupid? This and that?" No, I fly with 24 youngsters. I eliminate 4. That's it. So
right.
I'm just talking about somebody that's at a
If
higher
you,
caliber of pigeon flying.
if you ask me, I wouldn't do that.
No, but no, you wouldn't do it. I would do it.
Well, I wouldn't. I
Yeah,
I say one thing. I'd say one thing. The basket will fix it for you. Work with the
100%. But hey, don't tell somebody raise 100 young ones. The basket's going to fill it, fix it. I don't think. Uh, I think raise kind of less and learn
yeah. And
by
you
your
know what?
mistakes.
It's what I think you can handle too. For a new person, hey, you know what? But between 40 and 50 pigeons or 40 and 60 pigeons, you're going to lose a few to sickness. You're going to lose a few off the loft. By the time you start training, you're going to have 30 youngsters left. You're going to lose a couple training. You're going to feel like you're down. You're going to have 28 left. Then you're going to go and play with them. But you know what you're going to be able to do? You're going to be able to manage it. And it's what you can manage. Right? How many dogs do you have? How many kids do you have? How much is too much? Go to your kid's school and try and take care of the little kids all day for one day. You'll say, "Shit, I'm glad I only have one kid or I have 2 kids." Imagine taking care of 20 kids. And it's the same with the pigeons. Remember, the more pigeons doesn't mean better results. But the man that has pigeons and can spend time and understand and see and learn, you learn easier with less. So you have to make the decision on your own. But hey, if you have 5 pair, take 3 rounds. You're not going to have too many pigeons. You're going to be fine. If you have 100 pair, take 1 round. You're going to get 200 pigeons. You have too many to work with. Like David Tracy says, small, easier to control, easier to clean, easier to handle, easier to do. It's easier with less. And you don't want to have a loft that's overcrowded. You want to make sure the loft's good ventilated. And you know what? If you have too many, you're going to have a problem. Because what's the saying, Ricky? Less is more. There, look at Mike Parrish. Mike, I raced with 5 pigeons and ended up with 2 after 8 weeks of racing. Very good job. There you go. Now, again, you don't have to go that way either.
Oh,
There's a lot of ways.
let me say something. What Mike just said. I know guys that start off with 50 birds. They ended up, they were going to start racing. They lost. They had 15 young ones. You know what? They wouldn't fly. They said, oh, I'm finished. I can't fly. There's a guy right there. I don't believe in that. Fly with right to the end.
Yeah, and that's, I think, the other thing. If you fly them to the end. Let the basket work with you. He's the only partner you're going to have.
Yeah, but he didn't give up. Right?
No,
Fly right to the end. That's it.
that's right.
With respect.
Fly them to the end. And the other thing is, don't worry about when you're new. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing, because you're going to see guys that have been flying for 10 years. You're going to see guys that have been flying for 30 years, and they're all going to tell you you can't do shit with a little group. They're all going to try and knock you down, because that's what people do. They try to knock everyone down because that's the easy way to do it. So you know what you do? You ignore them, say hi, yeah, and go do your business and enjoy your pigeons your way. Forget listening to them, because it just, you know what they do? They ruin it in your mind. Uh, no problem. You're welcome. Mike Parrish said, I gave too many young birds away to new flyers. I was a little worried. Oh, well, hey, you managed to play the season, and there you go. You had fun. But, yeah. Can you speak to winners flying? Can you speak to winter flying exercise? Uh, I think that's all about in your area what you want to do. It depends how bad your hawks are. I think if you're gonna fly them in the winter, I don't know. Again, it's what system you have them on, and from what I see people here, there's not too many that play them in the winter. I know Pot and Lanen, they let their birds out once a week on a Sunday. They do it every week. The race birds for a half an hour. Uh, they do that once a week. They either do it on a Saturday or a Sunday. I talked to Serge today. Serge says, I can't let mine out. I talked to a lot of these guys. They don't let them out. Now, I was at Emil Denny's. He's got his birds out. And his are just open. His are open all day. But he's out in an open area, open field, open, open, open. A little bit easier, not as easy for the hawk. Guys like Serge, they're in a tree area, or like our backyard, lots of trees. If you have your pigeons sitting out, you're in bad shape mode. What is your day on Tuesday? Tomorrow I got to go to Dennis Sapin. Um, the thing with Dennis is I don't know if I'll be able to do a live there. His internet is horrible. Um, besides his internet being horrible, it's hard because he only speaks French, and I have to have the translator there, Kim. So I don't know if I'll do a live tomorrow. Wednesday, I'm going to a new loft. So we're going to have a Facebook Live on Wednesday. We're going to have a Facebook Live on Thursday. We're going to have a Facebook Live on Friday. We're going to be all day on Saturday at the Golden 10. We're going to be there Saturday. We're going to be there Sunday. We got Verstrada on, I believe it's Monday. Oh, you enjoy all the loft tours. Well, we enjoy bringing them to you. We really, really do. And congratulations to Jordan Polson. He sent me a nice video there of some Nicholas Norman bird that did very well for him. I will be seeing them hopefully before I go back. I was going to do a live with Serge today, but I didn't want to bother Serge for it. But boy, we had a real good talk today. And I don't know. I think what I try and do is look at the lofts that we visit, take it as a whole, and try and pick the parts out. You got to listen. Sometimes you got to watch the videos multiple times. Mike Vaniak says, when I loft fly all winter, I generally lose one or two to the hawks. When I keep them locked up all winter, I usually lose one or two to the hawks when I start letting them out. Double R are the best. Keep being you. Double R's are the best. Oh, we try. Oh, and I went to that Nicholas Dubilar loft. I handled the second best pigeon to the world famous Armando, so that was pretty, or children from that. But some nice pigeons. But it's going to be kind of nice on Wednesday. I'm going to a 26-year-old's place to handle to look at pigeons. So I was referred to this gentleman by Dirk Leakin. He's a 26-year-old young guy, and he had an excellent season. He's got excellent pigeons. Yeah, Gang One, you tell Richard to get the bat ready. Yeah, you're going to be out in that loft tonight because I'll tell you, low grades are fucking low grades, and they'll come back.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone wants to get paid, you can come and stay at our place because now I'm going to worry about that until I get back. Imagine if you didn't find them. What would we be saying today?
Oh, Alexis. It's Alexis, right?
Don't say the stupid name of the thing.
Hold on. I'm saying we got cameras here, right? So you got Alexis. She tells you. That's it. And then she tells you.
I really like that. You're gonna thank the stupid camera system. You're gonna thank that thing. You got off that one by the skin of your teeth. But okay, well the camera did it. And I told them, I gave them you know what I always do? I give them a very stern talking to. Please don't come back here again. You're bad boys. You're a very bad boy. Guys, you know what they say, eh? Sometimes you got to see the forest through the fucking trees.
Well, just hold on a minute. You're better off to say, hey, you're bad guys. Don't, what, out you go. They know. You got a slap on the wrist. That's it.
I can't even, I don't even want to talk to you about this. It's like I'm dealing with somebody that's fucking clueless.
What are you going to do? Hurt them? Then you're going to charge them? For what?
No, I wouldn't do none of that. But I wouldn't have done what you did either. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Take pictures of them in the fucking yard. But no, we wouldn't even do that. You know what we did? Don't come back here again. It's okay.
Well, people think they go in, they don't get caught. But meanwhile, they got caught. So now we got caught. We're not going to go back here again. Gone. That's it.
Okay. Remind me next week when I tell you all your birds got all fucking robbed. You know what I'm going to say to you? You know what I'll say to you? Hey, ding dong. Good for you. You had it coming. Ken Harris says, also, I love your loft tours. That's how I discovered Feathers Elite. I'm glad I caught you. Hey, I'm still a novice, but learning a lot. And sorry, tonight wasn't the night to learn so much. I'm a little bit in a mood. Gang One, the comments are doubling over. Go back to your show and caught. You need to do him. Now I have to figure out what we're going to do. I think.
Who said that? Gang One?
Yeah.
Get Gang One, come on down. We'll sit here on the roof.
Yeah, the questions are overlapping. I don't know why they are, but you know, we're going to keep going here, and we're going to continue and finish this off here to the 9th of November, and go from there. Just keep knocking on the doors here, making a lot of good contacts, and you know, I will say, if someone needs to steal, you can just call me and ask me, and I'll give it to you. I think I'd rather do that. I'll even buy it for you. I'll buy it for you. I think that's fair. If you guys need something that bad, I will buy it for you. Anyways, you know the best part is it's 3 o'clock.
Gang one knows, right?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Now I got to go lay in bed, and guess what? I get to figure out what time I'll be getting fucked tonight. Oh, if it's not tonight, it'll be tomorrow night or another night or another night. And hey, you want to know what? When it comes down to it, you know who has to answer? Not you, me. But that's what I'm good for. Just like when the fucking pigeons fucked off at 2.5 or half a mile.
Hello?
Yeah.
I can't see you.
I don't know. You screwed up.
I think it cut out.
I'm gonna wrap this up.